if you're against the war in Ukraine. I'm against it because it should have ended within a matter of weeks. But there's too much money to be made.
I'm against it because I'm against it.
Yeah.
I'm against the next war.
Listen, I like Vaush, but Vaush has a different attitude. His attitude is give Ukraine whatever they want.
Hey, again, I don't have to agree with him on everything, but again, we don't need
to. But my point is, if you're trying to stop this war, if you think that having a rally in D.C. to lead this effort in front of the Lincoln Memorial.
When is that happening?
February 19th.
And who's leading it? What group?
Am I allowed to say?
Oh, no. It's those people?
No,
wait, they wouldn't be doing that. They'd be on the other side of that.
No,
Oh, never mind. Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
So I'm not allowed to say anything.
Oh, go say whatever you want. I don't care. I just don't like talking. I don't like giving recognition and credibility to people that I find do substandard work or stand for substandard or, missions.
There is not enough people
I don't want to promote
in the movement who do not call this out. There are not enough people who do not recognize that if you allow certain people to be the megaphone for certain movements, you will not succeed. You will fail because you are not having people with substantive reasoning behind why they're doing what they're doing, other than the fact that they are there because it's a career.
Metalopoly, those people are groups of content creators that I think have less than honorable intentions in what they're doing as content creators. And I think they tend to, they're kind of bullyish and cliquish. But so when I say those, it's like kind of, there's some content creators that are just, to me, not on the level. But that's when I'm referring to those people. It's
Medea is one of maybe 2 or 3 people that are going to be part of this speaking rally.
That's legit.
That is legit.
Medea is the shit.
The other people that are there.
So that's what I was saying. It could be a Code Pink thing. But
if it was, then that would make sense. But that's not what it is.
Okay. Well, I mean, because Medea, Code Pink is always the anti-war voice.
Like, honest to God, can we just? There's one person I have to name. Like, for the love of God, could you just stop acting like Jackson Hinkle knows anything, or that he's actually relevant in any of these circles? I mean, he had his woman stolen from him by Jonah Hill of all people. I mean, that's pretty sad, right?
No, but that's just rude to say that.
It is what it.
It's just personal. It's stupid.
No, listen.
Don't do
almost all of what he said. Don't do what?
I just feel like you're going to like lump and categorize him as an entire person. Like make a whole generalization.
No, I'm saying that he's got a shtick. He sticks to his shtick. He says really ridiculous crap. But of course, it's all for clicks. It's all for money. And the fact that you think that he's the guy that should be leading an anti-war rally, that he's the person that should be speaking at that rally, you're not serious.
But is it? But so I'm confused. Is it an anti-war rally or a support Ukraine rally?
No, it's an anti-war rally.
Okay, so then what is wrong with the anti-war rally?
There is nothing wrong with it. If you're having them be the speakers of the event, though, that's not a good look.
It definitely harms credibility. And it also alienates a lot of people. That's the other side of it, is that I think it's inherently bad for the movement when you have disingenuous actors are in it, because when people get turned off by that, they assume that those people are actually really part of a movement.
And I'm not going to say his last name, but I'll give you guys a perfect example of the problem with Jimmy. You see, Jimmy will not show up to an event unless he's speaking. He doesn't have the self.
That's like Debbie.
Debbie's even worse. Debbie shows up for 5 minutes, talks, shakes hands.
But again, she doesn't show up unless she's speaking.
If you truly care about the mission, then it isn't for you to speak. You are not an anti-war activist. You are a podcaster. Medea Benjamin has been arrested. Medea Benjamin has been assaulted by our congresswoman.
Okay, Medea Benjamin has been forcibly removed from places on multiple occasions, if not regularly.
That's pretty freaking serious.
She just recently got taken out of somewhere because she was talking about what was going on in Iran. If Medea Benjamin is the one who is basically the primary speaker of an anti-war rally in D.C. on February 19th, I would go there. That makes sense.
I'd be there.
But you said she is speaking?
She is.
Okay.
You bring those other scummy people into the mix, I ain't down with that shit.
But you know what? We had the same thing with the Medicare for All. It's just sort of like there are people that are still willing, people like Medea, because they're so pure about what they're fighting for in their movement. That the truth is she'll stand on it wherever and talk about it because she's principled.
I know you guys may not like her, but I got to tell you, if Kim Iverson is speaking, I'm cool with her.
Yeah, Debbie did send the police. She sent the Capitol Police to Medea's house.
Debbie's a Karen.
It's so funny because I know Debbie's not big, but Medea is like this teeny, literally tiny.
If Debbie can physically overpower one person on this planet, it's Medea Benjamin.
But it's just so interesting that she sent the police to her house. Yes, Medea Benjamin. She probably weighs like 90 pounds soaking wet. Peace activist.
I know a lot of people are not big fans of his, and that's okay if you're not because you don't like the direction he's taken. But you know who can speak to this and is speaking at the event is Max Blumenthal. If he wants to share his opinion about what's going on, that's fine.
But Max is somebody who's put in so many hours of work and research and does the work. So it's like, that's one of those people that regardless of whether or not I would agree on certain things,
sure,
I have total respect for him. He puts in the work.
Anya's speaking as well.
Yeah. So regardless of whether or not I necessarily agree. And here's the other thing is I would tend to defer to someone like him because of the amount of time he has spent on the ground in so many of these places. It's like, those are the people that actually have seen things. And he's not in it for a grift. He's not.
He doesn't need it.
He doesn't. And I've met him. I can assure you he is not. Like, he actually is someone who cares about getting real information and speaking truth to power.
And these off-rail are the type of people that should be speaking because they actually know the subject. They have actually been over there. They have actually put themselves in harm's way. They are actual journalists.
Correct.
Let me tell you something. I don't agree with everything that Aaron Mate says, but let me tell you, when Cenk and Anna went after him on TYT, we let him have it. It's like, you know, Anna with the middle finger. And
I know, it's just rude.
It's like, you don't have to agree with him, but you have the audacity to basically say that Aaron Mate is a traitor to America. Like, are you nuts?
He's one of those people that's speaking truth to power in the fight for human.
He was the only person.
Humankind.
He nailed Russia. I mean, I always knew. I knew from the jump what Russiagate was. I knew it from day one. And you know how I knew it from day one? Because Wasserman Schultz opened her stupid mouth about it. And I said, this is just cover.
I knew just because those things are always bullshit. They're always bullshit. They always have to create an enemy. They always have to. And again, I still have never grasped fear of the Russians. Maybe it's because my family comes from Russia. Like, my great grandmother's shawl that hangs in my house is this heirloom and it's from Russia. And I don't know. Maybe I just don't find them all that threatening. I don't see why we're threatened by them.
If there were people that were smart enough to know when to take a back seat, when to not make it about you, let me tell you something. If Jimmy, if Jackson, if any of these guys just wanted to be there for the rally, absolutely.
But so they're speaking.
But they're speaking.
So let them speak. If it's anti-war, it's good. And if it gets out an anti-war message, that's good. See, that doesn't bother me. And when you have somebody there like Medea, then it makes it legit. It makes it legit just because that's Code Pink. Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.